Let's welcome to the stage our competition winner, ×2, Roy Sourabh, with his speech entitled, "You Can't Choose Life, but You Can Choose to Live Every Day." Please welcome Roy.
Thank you, Sir Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and good-looking guests. Hello, everyone. This grand setup presents a very unique opportunity. So I have decided to discard my original speech, and tonight I'm going to talk about my own subject, the only thing which matters to the most, myself. I was manufactured in India in 1989. Brewed in the state of Assam, the land of tea. For those of you who haven't been there, I must insist you should. It's really beautiful. And also, I'm getting paid by the Assam government to mention this tonight. Growing up in India, my childhood was like a box of fortune cookies. It was both happy and sad, bold and dull, ecstatic and painful. I had many friends, but I always used to take the back seat. You see, I was more comfortable with pen, papers, computers, rather than making human interactions, especially with girls. Until one day, I had to present in front of my peers at school. I still remember the lump in my throat grew bigger and bigger each passing second. I just could not utter a single word. It was a social experiment that went horribly wrong in the biology lab. My group mates looked at me like a tsunami looks at the beach house. And after that day, public speaking took a backseat in my life for a very long period of time. In India, if you throw a stone, it either hits a dog or an engineer. I'm serious. In my family, there are 2 engineers alone, simply because my father had 2 children. I'm also proud to say to you that I'm an engineer, but not by choice, but by accident. In fact, I'm a very bad engineer. I can't fix a single thing. Hence, in my real life, I'm forced to become a consultant. Now I tell people how to fix their problem. Oh yeah. When I was doing my engineering, I decided to have a crack at joining the Indian Navy. Now, I'm 5'8" with no muscle mass. If you look at my body, it looks like it was designed in IKEA. During my interview, they asked me, why do I want to join Indian Navy? And I simply answered by saying, because Indian Navy has less number of casualties. For my physical assessment, they made me cross a river using a couple of ropes. I still remember the conditions were extremely treacherous, and with my macho figure, I was finding it very hard to simultaneously cross and balance the river. But that's not the main point here. The main point is, literally 3 feet away from where I was crossing the river, there was an actual bridge, and people were using that bridge to cross the river. Till this day, I don't see the point of that exercise. My friend says, oh, if we do adventure stuff, we get adrenaline rush. You know when I get that kind of rush? When I have to use the word adrenaline in my next sentence. What happened next was the inevitable. I got kicked out of the Indian Navy, and very soon I graduated from university. With a degree in my hand, standing on my both feet, I realized I've got no future plans. You see, it was me who was my biggest enemy. It was me who installed a virus called fear inside me. That virus corrupted the operating system of my body, i.e., my brain. As a result of those two, they produced another baby called lack of self-belief inside me. And the sad thing is, I've been nurturing it since my childhood. I decided enough is enough. I need to do something about it. Come out of my bubble zone and embrace my fear. It was March last year when I first signed up for Toastmasters and I attended my very first meeting. I was hiding in the corner of the room somewhere when my name got called up for table topics. I miraculously spoke for 30 seconds. Yes, in those 30 seconds, I only uttered 3 words and took 2 long pauses of 15 seconds each. But that was 30 seconds more than I initially imagined. I stood firm and determined that one day I'll become a speaker. At the beginning of this year, I took part in the international speech contest. I went in, contested at the club level. I went in, contested at the area level. I went in, contested at the division level, but failed. After months of practicing, polishing, and persisting, I'm standing in front of you once again. See, if a bold Indian man wearing glasses came one day and said, "We need to fight for our independence," and people said, "Okay," he would be known as Mohandas. But because he had to fight for it, today he is known as Mahatma Gandhi. Similarly, if I didn't stand up that evening for table topics, I don't think I would be standing in front of you either. Make changes in your life in real tangible way. Show yourself and the universe that you own this moment. This moment doesn't own you. For me, it's all about getting that adrenaline rush. You never know. I could be killed tomorrow by a bus. Or worst case scenario, by my own mother. I could even win the Toastmasters humorous speech contest. You got to be in it to win it. Embrace your fears, because one day your whole life will flash in front of your own eyes. It could be on social media or you lying on your deathbed. But that time you should be laughing because you have lived your life. Sourabh.